Oh hey, imagine you're an astronaut. You've just achieved your dream career and everything's looking bright for you. You've just been assigned your first mission in space. So you get up on the ship and fly up into low Earth orbit, so you could claim your legacy as one of the first 1,000 people to go up into space. Oh wait, that's not good. You see that thing that was floating in space? That's what you call space debris, also known as space junk. And yeah, as you would expect by the naming, it's not very good. That space debris is actually man-made objects, just floating out there without any purpose, cluttering space and making it harder for spaceships to avoid collisions.
Also, it's not stationary. It's actually moving at over 17,000 miles per hour. Yeah, that's kind of fast. To put it into perspective, Usain Bolt only ran up to 27.79 miles per hour. That's the power of about 612 Usain Bolts running straight into a spaceship. 10 times faster than a bullet.
As missions into space become more and more frequent, space debris also becomes more and more common. Since the 1950s, when space travel began, the amount of space debris scientists have calculated has exponentially increased, especially during the space race and the rise of satellites. Look at this graph by the European Space Agency. Look at that curve. It's massive. As space junk continues to grow more clustered, space exploration and launching satellites will become harder and harder. Because of the growth of space debris, scientists will have to find new ways to avoid crashing into the debris head-on. For example, by adding more shields to the spaceships, making it heavier and more difficult to launch. According to NASA, in terms of diameter, there's over 25,000 objects in space over 10 centimeters alone, with over 500,000 between 1 and 10 centimeters, and over 100 million over 1 millimeter wide. By 2022, there is already over 9,000 metric tons of space debris orbiting around the Earth.
That's almost the weight of the Eiffel Tower. Imagine being in space and one day a teeny tiny part of the Eiffel Tower breaks apart and hits you, immediately destroying your chance of making it back home to your family.
Even if the spacecrafts can avoid the debris, it would be extremely costly, having to use up way more fuel than if they could just head straight toward their destination. Spaceships aren't even the only thing that debris could collide with. With almost 7,000 satellites in orbit by the end of 2022, they could be extremely prone to getting hit by pieces of debris. This can be catastrophic for people all around the world, potentially losing access to vital resources, such as GPS systems, communication services, and even systems that could help with national security. Although there are many issues that are consequences of space debris, not all hope is lost for fixing the problems that come with the increase of space junk in low Earth orbit. Right now, space agencies are using and developing ways to both track and dispose of space debris. One way NASA is attempting to do this is by developing active debris removal vehicles, also known as ADRVs, to remove man-made objects from low Earth orbit. By using these ADRVs, NASA can deorbit man-made space debris and allow for the prevention of collisions between spacecraft and debris in the low Earth orbit. It's not just space agencies attempting to develop ways to combat space debris, though. Far from it. Since 2010, the United States Space Force has been surveying man-made debris in low Earth orbit using space-based space surveillance to identify objects and their trajectory, whether big or small. The use of SBSS can help space agencies to find out where and when to launch aircraft to avoid collisions with space debris while using the least amount of fuel. As our species develops more and more technology, we need to be able to make sure to keep Earth safe and protected too. By donating and supporting foundations like the Secure World Foundation and the Space Foundation, you could keep both the future of space travel and our astronauts safe.